is a cronies, CPAC, and Tony Lesbian Harvin, whatever his name is, something like that. You know what I mean? Man, they be talking some stuff, boy.
First, I'm call your name Tony Harvin and Pastor Gino Jennings. First thing was you issued this challenge out. It got answered. And then through that, you sitting there calling people wives whores.
And thoughts.
Then you, Tony Harvin,
Coward.
you coward. Then you turn around and you putting names of slaves and thoughts and all of that on holy, righteous women photos.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to the Tony Harvin Network YouTube channel. If you like, hit that subscribe button listed right here. After you hit the subscribe button, if you want to receive all notifications of videos that come out on this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and select all after you hit the notification bell.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was hilarious. What up? What's up, YouTube, man? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to greet everybody upon this day. This here is regular conversation. I'm laughing with you. This is regular conversation number 114. Regular conversation number 114. I know I had it set up earlier. I was going to do it from my mobile phone, but I decided to switch it up on the StreamYard. So I had to delete that one and put a new one out about 45 minutes ago. I'm glad y'all caught it. Appreciate that. Because sometimes, I might do that. Schedule something early in the day. It could be from my mobile or StreamYard, and I decide to do it another way with the camera work. But glad to see y'all here. All right. So this is regular conversation number 114, where we're here to talk about a news story. This is in the media. This is in the actual legit media. You understand? Pastor Charles Dowell of the Straightway Church. You understand? The minister that is under him, Mr. Daniel Muir, the brother that was speaking last in the video that I played in the introduction. You understand? We're gonna read all about it, and him dealing with his son and what have you. It is suspected that the son was getting some type of abuse at home. Not that we glorify that. No way. I don't glorify any child getting abused. You understand? It's wrong. Absolutely wrong. But y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. We're not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement, any type of privacy guidelines. You understand? So shout out to everybody who's going to catch this live now, those who want to catch it in the middle, and those who want to catch it when it uploads to YouTube and whatnot. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, man, catching another live. I don't plan on being on here for 5 hours or 6 hours, not even 4. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to keep it at 2. You understand? 2. Trying to get my sleep. You understand? I know conversations get good a lot of the times and things like that, but that was my bare minimum from the very beginning. 2 hours. 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. We'll see. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there. What's up to 10 Ninjas? Shout out to you. Henry Ross. Nicole Martin. Henry Ross says he's already is a creep now. He's an abuser. He said he's on the road for hell. What's up to Shelly Moss? Kurt Ellis Express. What's up to Noel? Christopher Span, another one of my channel moderators. Courtney M. Shout out to you. You said, where's the child? We're going to read the story together in the media. All right. What's up to Michelle B? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Marsha Peck, DJ Grant, Quanah B. Bless, Tasha. What up? DJ Grant says, what this dude do now? He says, man, do they enjoy talking about people that aren't concerned about them? Absolutely. What's up to Thelma Speck? Bob T. Shout out to you. Hope all is well. He says, why are they so angry? He says, watch out. Lakeisha Robinson says, they better leave my pastor alone. Gino Jennings. What's up to Straight Facts? Laura Logan. Anthony Johnson says, keep pushing that word, brother. You are a thorn in the false prophet side. What's up to Known Unknown? What up to DIOKE? Greetings. What's up to Hen? Shout out to you, John Smith. Hope all is well. So we're going to go to the article right quick. I want to go to this article, all right? So the brother that was speaking last in the video, that is Daniel Muir. All right, Daniel Muir. He is a minister, all right, in the Straightway camp. Daniel Muir. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to click on some pictures and whatnot, but it's not coming out, too expanded of him. All right, so Daniel Muir is a minister under the Straightway under Mr. Charles Dowell. Charles Dowell, right? A lot of us have seen Mr. Dowell, saying very disrespectful things about First Church and whatnot. So that is on the screen. That is Daniel Muir, number 90. He used to play for the Colts. Daniel Muir, number 90. That is him bumping pelvises with another man. I don't care if you're playing football or basketball. You understand? I ain't bumping no pelvises with another man. You bet not. You understand? Listen, if I hit a three-pointer and we on the same team, brothers, don't you do it. Don't you do it. If we playing football and you try something like that, don't you do it. That is Mr. Daniel Muir of him playing for the Colts. And I guess, celebrating in, that type of way. You know what I mean? So that's how he celebrated and whatnot. Mr. Daniel Muir. So these are some of the pictures of Mr. Muir right here. Let me see if I can expand it. There you go. Right there. That's him. That is him, Mr. Daniel Muir. Straightway minister. Got a problem with Tony Harvin? Really? Daniel Muir? Football player? Abuser? Question mark? I'm not calling you an abuser, but you ain't question. You ain't question. Listen, I don't want my name floating around nothing like that. Nothing. All right, what's up to Quanah B? I think I shouted you out already. Let me see. He says that is too close to be bumping with another man. Yeah, y'all funny. He says Muir was upgraded after Rufus got the boot. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. So let's go to the story right quick, as it is on these media outlets and whatnot. So they say Indiana State Police are asking for the public's help in locating Bryson Muir, a 14-year-old boy last seen 11 days ago, who may be the victim. This is what the news is saying, not Tony Harvin. This is what the news is saying. Bryson is the son of former Colts defensive lineman Daniel Muir, who is now a person of interest in the investigation. The child may be a victim of abuse by his parents. Abuse. Now, I'm all for, like, you know, chastising the kid and stuff like that. But abuse? They got a picture of this kid with a shiner, a donut. I had a donut before. I had a donut. Imagine a grown man hitting a kid, a little child like that. You understand? All right, let's go to more. Rebel Eric said, he said, I love that kid, so the kid wasn't his. Wow. All right, Thelma Speck, you said these men need to just stop, leave the children alone. You said so sad. All right. Dawn said, I see you and PJ are getting under the skins of these fakers and wannabes. Keep it up for sure. Dawn, God bless you too. God bless you too for sure. All right. Let's get to more of the story. Wow. So let's go to it. I want to click on this media outlet of Fox 29. Shout out to Fox 29 for the story and whatnot. All right. So, Indianapolis area crime says, we don't know. Son of former Colts player still missing. Still missing. Parents started to cooperate with abuse investigation. So they starting to cooperate now. Uh-oh. All right. It says police continue to search for a missing 14-year-old Logansport boy over a week after he disappeared. The child's parents, including a former Indianapolis Colts player, now named as a person of interest, are now in the early stage of cooperation with investigators. Indiana, I think we read that part. Okay. It says Bryson was last seen by non-parental family members on June the 16th after leaving his grandmother's house outside of Cleveland, Ohio, with his mother. I ain't going to say her name on here because, you know, of those privacy guidelines. All right. In a white 2015 Chevrolet Suburban. The child's grandmother reported to police that the child had a black eye and might be being abused by his parents. So, grandma, if you feel as though that he was being abused, why didn't you keep him? Why didn't you call police right there when you saw the black eye? Why didn't you, grandma? Why? If you felt he was being abused by his parents, Daniel Muir, and his mother, who they named in the news article and whatnot, if you felt that way, why didn't you call the police right then and there and keep the boy? Why? And I'm pretty sure a good chance that wasn't the first time. That probably put the icing on the cake that he had a shiner on his eye. You know what I mean? And that's a big shiner. That is a big shiner on his eye. The news reports got it. So it's public record. You know, this is public record. Not that we got it on somebody's Facebook page or anything like that for any type of privacy guidelines. But this is public record right here. As this picture come up. Oh, they blocking it out. All right, there you go, right there. I hope they don't play the sound and whatnot to this video that they about to play and whatnot. I hope not. Let me go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna click images. Let me see if that worked. All right, here we go. Let me try to zoom it up. See if we can go over with this one. It's not going over. There you go, right there. That's probably the best I could. There you go, right there. Wow. Wow, Mr. Daniel Muir. You got some spanning to do, man. Wow. Listen, when I had a shiner from fighting and whatnot, it didn't look like that. Where you get that shiner from at Mr. Daniel Muir? Where did he get that from? That looks bad, man. Grandma, why didn't you keep the boy? If you saw that he had a black eye, some of us call it a donut in the hood, a shiner. You know what I mean? Why didn't you keep the little boy? Why you give him back to the parents if you suspected that he may be being abused by his parents? That would be wise, right? Grandma. You know what I mean? All right. Let's go for some more comments. He says, "Dude on the run is crazy." He says, He said he might unalive himself. Oh man. Courtney M says the grandma reported the suspicion of abuse. Child services involved. Express says, fight the good boxing fight of faith, Tony. Lay your fast hands to eternal life. Wonderful. All right, what's up to Loretta Booker? John Smith says, if they would just have left Gino and TOG alone, they could still be out there false claiming in relative peace. What's up to Beverly Palmer? Shout out to you. Courtney M says, possibly hiding the boy because he may talk too much about Straightway's dealings. They're in a whole heap of trouble. A whole heap. Once they find out, once they look online to the YouTubers' videos exposing Mr. Dowell and Daniel Muir name being involved. You know what I mean? I got a text message about 2 weeks ago from the FBI. And they called me. Now, I'm not sure if it was them or anything like that, but the woman sounded legit in reference to Charles Dowell. I recorded it because I know they was recording me. I didn't tell nobody. You know what I mean? I didn't tell anybody. You know? So somebody tipped off the FBI that I would have information on Charles Dowell. Why would I have any information on him? It's only YouTube. I can care less. It ain't my focus. We just YouTubers. We put out content. That's it. So anybody tipping off the FBI, what is that? Who else out there? The DEA, the ATF, any type of law enforcement agency, leave my name out of it. Leave me out of it. You understand? I'm a content creator. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't go researching and going on a stakeout at these people's places. I can care less. The Lord will handle them. You know what I mean? The Lord will handle it. Don't put me in nothing. Whoever did that, whoever did it, you put yourself in it. Tell them you know. Why would I know? Why would I know what's going on at Straightway? I can care less. We know what we see over the internet. Little stuff here, but we ain't involved in that. I was going to speak about it. I was going to put a video out about it and whatnot. I still got the audio on my computer. You understand? Leave my name out of it. Because look now what happened. Listen, the Lord will handle things. You know what I mean? What I look like, oh man, let me go to Tennessee. Let me go camp out of Straightway, take pictures and whatnot, wasting my time. I could care less about them. As far as like their dealings. We give out, listen, we said get out of there. We gave them advice to get out of there. Take heed. You know what I mean? Take heed and leave. Good advice. You know what I mean? But we ain't here to be some type of narc. You know what I mean? We ain't here to be an informant or anything like that. No way. No way. Not at all. So please keep my name out of it. As far as like requesting me that I know information about what's going on at Straightway, because I don't. You know, they probably the last of the last. Even beneath that I think about some Straightway. Care less about them. You know what I mean? I don't know who will report that. I wanted to talk about that. I don't know who will report that I would know something about Straightway to the feds. Leave me out of it. You understand? Leave me out. You know? We're just a content creator. We ain't the feds. All right? What's up that it must be written? Because people are doing that, man. People are doing that. You know, they think the YouTubers got some type of deep information on people. This ain't academics. This ain't Vlad. We don't solve crimes. I don't do that. Let them clowns do that. They do that. I don't got time for that. You know what I mean? They're the internet police. Let them do that. You understand? Listen, call academics. Put academics' name in there. He does stuff like that, not me. You understand? All right. What's up to Ernest Bid? Shout out to you. DJ says, why are they just now cooperating if you had nothing to do with it? It shouldn't they be cooperating from the gate? I guess you mean shouldn't they be cooperating from the gate? Straightway is a real cult. That's scary now. Positive out of this. What's up to Zuzu? Shout out to you. Tasha says, I'm not rushing to judgment. I ask a question, okay? Nicole Martin says he looks like he's allergic to something or got beat up. Michelle says, I feel so bad for him. That don't look good. Henry Ross says, rebellion or not, no child shouldn't be hit like that. What's up to Mr. Ham? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Courtney M says, I don't trust nothing until they find him, but they own so much land. This is sad. You said they own so much land. Wow. All right. Let's see. He said, so Tony the Feds is watching. Man, listen. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing. You understand? Tony Harvin ain't see nothing. I ain't hear nothing. I ain't like that. Go around trying to be a internet police officer. trying to solve some crimes. That's not my profession. All right. What's up to Open Your Heart? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. What's up to Brother Rodney? Shout out to you. Montrell, shout out to you. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. At Montrell. All right. Let me get these ads off here. All right. Bro Rodney says, we're living in holiness in the name of Jesus Christ. How's my camera? How's my camera? Let me know. Camera good? We good? Check, check. Let me get a mic check. Let me get an audio check. Are we good? Okay, cool. All right. Jeremy Dunbar, what up? You said that's right. I don't hear so good. I don't see too good or smell too good. Absolutely. What's up, the Mercy Car? Shout out to you. Nicole Moore says, did the video stop or is it on my end? It was on my end too. That's why I asked, was my camera good? Kind of stalled on me a little bit. All right. TNT says the loading circle right on his eye. Yo, you funny, man. Eric says it's the true crime community that do all the internet investigations. True crime community. All right. Let me see. Get some more of this stuff right here. Appreciate that. What's up to Tori? Shout out to you. What's up to Malha? Shout out to you. Henry Ross says some folks are just over righteous and needs to stay in their lanes. Absolutely. All right. DJ Grant says, I grew up being abused. This stuff is real. That could be for sure child abuse. That's way past discipline. Child abuse. Child abuse. And you know what? A lot of people are still, suffering mentally from being abused as a child. That stuff could linger on a person until they are in their adult ages and whatnot. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Child abuse is real, like you stated. You know what I mean? Listen, I chastise my kids and whatnot. I chastise my kids, but I ain't going around hitting them like I, fight, hit on them bags and whatnot, or hit on them people in the gym. I ain't going to go put my kid in an arm bar to break their elbow. You know what I mean? I ain't going to go put my kid in a half guard and put a submission on them only for one reason, for life-threatening reasons. But I ain't going to beat on my child like that. No way. You're limited. You understand? One must understand, listen, of course we're bigger, we're stronger. A lot of us parents are. So we got to know our limits. Unless a child is acting in such a manner where as though you have to, you have to really lay it on them. Hey, for life-threatening purposes, hey. But if you just go because you have a hidden problem, punching them in the eye, suplexing them, body slamming them, putting a figure 4 leg lock on them, or the cross-faced chicken wing, then that's abuse right there. Pure abuse. You know what I mean? That's not loving a child if that was the case. You know what I mean? All right. Nicole Moore said it's definitely a difference between discipline and abuse. I agree. I agree. Listen, your child acts up in school, something like that, disrespecting the teacher, they get pow. You get pow to the rear, an ear pluck, you know what I mean? A slap on the arm or anything limited. But to polarize them, no. No. You understand that? No. He says, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh, but bro says suplex. What they know about that? They know about a suplex or the sharpshooter. What they know about the power bomb or the diamond cutter. You know? What they know about that? Jeremy says, imagine dropping a Macho Man from the from the top rope on your child. For sure. Hulkamania leg drop. You know what I mean? All right. It must be written, says straight up abuse. I do agree, brother. People fail to realize when you do that to children, you're just traumatizing them. And they are most likely to repeat what you have done to their child. All right? Cool. Mr. Ham says, I never discipline my kids out of anger, never discipline my grandkids out of anger. Wonderful. Wonderful. A parent come in the house because they upset. They had a bad day at work. Now they want to beat on their child. On top of that, to make things worse, they start drinking beer and liquor. And that's what they do at Straightway. A bunch of alcoholics. Picture that. When you go to a church, they got all the drinks you want. You want Hennessy, you want Ciroc, you want a sex on the beach, you want a Long Island iced tea, you want an amaretto sour, a strawberry daiquiri, pineapple daiquiri. They got all the drinks you want in that church, Straightway. The pastor drinking alcohol on camera. Imagine that. Watch when the news get a hold of that. Watch when they get a hold of that. Especially, if he's found, to be doing those things to that child. Oh, my. You know how many people is going to dime Mr. Dowell out? Oh, yeah, he's under Dowell. I mean, look at their church. Look on YouTube. They cursing people out. They threatening pastors. It's facts. It's up there. You understand that? They drinking liquor, acting a fool in the church. They auctioning off women. You know what I mean? Listen, let the Lord handle it. Don't bring nobody in it. Don't say, listen, this person got information on Mr. Dowell. Let the Lord handle it. You understand? I'm pretty sure he's going to have a sermon or a service talking about, he's innocent and all this other foolishness and whatnot. You know what I mean? Time is ticking, man. Let the Lord handle it. You understand? All right. TNT says, you're right. There's a difference between, I had the comment. Excuse me. All right. TNT says, right, there's a difference between popping a kid and punching them. Absolutely. You know what I mean? I my daughter get out of line, pluck her right in the ear. Pow. Pow. You understand? I ain't gonna hit her with a 2-3-2. What's a 2-3-2 in boxing terms? Huh? What's that? Let me know. Somebody tell me what a 2-3-2 is. You know what I mean? Mercy Carr says, no way nobody should do that to their children. Absolutely. Jeremy says, you said Tony about the Stone Cold stunning them kids. For sure. He said Diamond Cutter, Diamond Dallas Page. Yo, y'all funny, man. He says, imagine dropping the rock bottom on them. the people's elbow. He said, my boy said the sharpshooter. That brought back so much pain in my lower back. He said, ooh, and that power bomb was straight. Headache for days. Pillow won't help. Oh, yeah. As kids, we used to do that type of stuff. Practice the wrestling moves on each other and whatnot. He said, ear pluck of doom is definitely a go-to. Absolutely. What up to 33 says Colt 45. Zuzu said, I discipline my kids out of anger because they look like their dad. What? What?
You're going to hell for that.
That's right.
You're going to hell for that. Yeah. You're going to hell for that.
Oh, man. What?
What a fool!
What a fool. Amen.
Because they look like their dad. What? You got to be joking. Mr. Ham says, but I did with my kids and I do with my grandkids. It's understandable. It must be written. It must be written, says, it said, when you are disciplining your child, you should never be angry. First discipline yourself and then come back and handle things the right way. You said children can feel the love although you are beating them. Absolutely. All right, Nicole Moore says, I've experienced that as a kid because my peeps, I guess you missed my pop, used to come home mad at their spouse. Oh, you said my peeps used to come home mad at their spouse or baby daddy or whatever. He says, take it out on me. He says, and other things happen to me that I can't say on YouTube. Wow. That's crazy. It must be written, says, but they can also feel the hatred towards them as well. By now, you are treating them and disciplining them. DJ Grant says, that man Dowell had women lined up talking about, you. Can you cook? Can you clean? That's none of that man's business while walking with a cane. Yeah, that was crazy. All right, Jeremy says, I give my son the look and his mouth get quiet real quick. Absolutely. Open Your Heart says, I thank God I don't have kids. So my child is grown. Absolutely, Mr. Ham, for sure. You funny. You're funny. He said, if I was one of your kids, I guess you're talking in regards to my hands, I wouldn't get out of line because I'd be scared. I'm a nice father. You understand? I'm a cool father. I'm a cool one. But I will get you. I will get you. You know? All right, I'm going to put the link out in a bit. We're going to put the link out early because we're going to try to get off here, at the 2-hour mark or maybe an hour and a half and whatnot. Give people to come on here to have a conversation in general. You know what I mean? We're trying to keep it at an hour and a half or 2 hours. You know what I mean? No distractions, Peter Cox. Peter, if you can't have a conversation, a nice, calm, cool conversation, no need to come on here, Mr. Peter. We don't want to hear about it's 12 hours in a day. We don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? We don't want to hear ice cream is not made out of milk. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear you could chew water. We don't want to hear you could drink peanut butter, Peter Cox. We don't want to hear that. You understand? If you can't have a nice conversation, don't bother coming on. Simple as that. You know what I mean? All right. DJ Grant says, hold up. If you discipline your kids out of anger, I'm just going to be upfront. You are a unfit parent and need serious counseling. You should have thought about that before having children. Absolutely. Because children can be a pest to a lot of people. Listen, it don't bother me, man. It don't bother me none. But I know some people can't really handle kids. You know what I mean? They get stressed out, depressed, they need a break, whatever the case may be. Whatever it is. But folks need to enjoy those times when they're young, getting on your nerves. Because those times are golden when they kids and stuff like that. Because they're going to get older. And they're going to be on their own. And you're going to think about those times. You're going to miss those times. When they was young. When they was a kid. When they got on your nerves. When you say, I can't deal with this no more. I need a break. Before you know it, they're going to be 30 years of age. And you're going to miss those times. Because those times as a kid, that their kids is golden, man. Enjoy these times. These times are golden times when they, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Once they turn 18, decide to go to college, because they make their own decisions after that. You can't stop them. If they want to go to college overseas, you can't do nothing about it. If they want to go to the military, Army, infantry, the U.S. Marines, that's their decision. You can't do nothing about it. You understand? They're 18. They're on their own now. Enjoy these golden times when they babies. You know what I mean? All right. He says, what else do you expect from a pastor that has hate for TOG valid? Yeah, you're right. Mercy Carr says, so sad nowadays. Don't get away with that stuff. They be ready to lock you up. Valor says, if you hate the TOG, you have something crooked in your closet in you. Jeremy says, I think dads can be more balanced with discipline and being a clown. For sure. What's up, Tanya? Hey, Henry Ross, you funny. Jeremy says, no chicken from the Chinese joint either. He says, in General Tso's chicken is dog. Oh, man. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny, too. You know? All right. He says, I can do summer school and camp. For sure. TNT says, if you can't make them laugh as easy as you can discipline them, there's a problem. Absolutely. Jeremy says, listen, man, enjoy them times when you laughing and teaching them things. Cole says, kids don't bother me either. Zulu says, their daddy get on my nerve. It could be a possibility that you want him back and he doesn't want you. You know what I mean? He got a new girl, a new woman that he's courting. You know what I mean? He probably done upgraded. You know what I mean? Got something better than you, more intelligent than you. Could that be the reason why you saying these negative things about him? Huh? Mr. Ham says, I got 7 grandkids and I can handle all of them. 7. Wonderful. All right. Open your heart says, the scriptures also tells us, do not bring your child to wrath. Good one. Terrence says, thank you. Open your heart. He says, you took what was exactly on my mind. Courtney M says, I'm good with kids. I just need my silence in abundance. Wonderful. Spare the rod, spoil the child. All right, so I'm going to put the link out there. The link is out here. The link is in the chat. All right. The live. I'm gonna see if I can pin it too. See if I can pin this in the chat room as we talk about child discipline in reference to the story that came out with Mr. Muir, Mr. Daniel Muir of the Straightway to Hell organization under Pastor Dowell. I know I was saying Dowell at one point, but somebody pointed out, says Dowell. Pastor Dowell. Well, he ain't no pastor. He ain't no pastor, but to be in the algorithm, you got to put pastor, so people could pick that up and tune in into the videos and whatnot. Right. So we got the link in the chat. I'm gonna start putting people on in a bit. Nicole Martin says, enjoy it, man. Says Tony, but it will be funny if your youngest child turned 18 and you pregnant with another one. Oh no. No way. Listen, 5 is enough. 5 is enough. You know, when the youngest turned 18, I got 2 about to be adults in the next couple years. Man, you understand? I want to enjoy myself. I want to go on a vacation and enjoy myself. Now, if it be the Lord's will, and I'm married, I gotta handle my responsibility. You understand? If it be the Lord's will, if it's in the will of the Lord, you know, for another child to come, then I have to take care of my responsibilities and whatnot. That's for sure, you know, which is respectful. All right. DJ Grant says, I don't be bothered most of the time with mine. It's a joy to me, even when they cry. Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. You know? All right, so I'm gonna pin the link in the chat room and whatnot, you know, in case anybody asks for it later on down the road. You know? Let me get to some more of these comments. Mr. Dunbar is funny. All right, DJ Grant says, Zuzu, I'm just going to keep it real. Whatever your problem is with your child's pops has nothing to do with the kids. The fact you take out your feelings on them, they probably need to be with their dad. She's just joking. She ain't serious. She's just joking. What's up to Sister David? Shout out to you. Another one of my channel moderators. What's up to Simple Moving? We got Simple Moving and we got Simple Faith. He says Tony going to Jamaica to hang out. To hang out. And that's one of my I think one of the places that I want to visit is Jamaica. Jamaica. You know, not to get known of that ganja and whatnot, because I don't smoke. And I mean, just to have a peace of mind, a different environment, you know, by the waters, by the clear waters and whatnot. I ain't been on vacation since 2014, as far as like going somewhere. You know what I mean? So maybe one year I'll take one. All right. Tanya says, all I have to do is give them a stern look or raise my voice. All right. We're going to let Mr. Dunbar on and Mr. Ham on.
All right. See, now you said 12 hours in a day. There's where you're wrong. No, no, I'm playing. What's up, man?
What up, man? How you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. This is a good topic. I think abuse is there's a difference between discipline and abuse. Is a difference. You know, like you mentioned earlier, you're not going to sit there and haul off and punch a kid in the face or something, give him a fat lip, a black eye, or you know, some rug burns. You know, you're gonna chastise them. You do it when they're younger anyway, so you don't really have to do it later on. You know, you get that fear in them, and then all you got to do is look at them, or you know, give that dad voice, that real stern dad voice, and then they just freeze up, and they're like, okay, that's it.
Absolutely, man. For sure. What's up to Mr. Ham? Mr. Ham, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Kind of low.
All right, hold on. Let me see something. You hear me now?
It's a little better.
Hold up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're loud for me.
You're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, same thing Jeremy was talking about. Like I got 7 grandkids, man. I got my youngest grandkids are just a year old. My oldest is 8. And all my other kids are grown. My kids are grown. And so, you know, I've only had to discipline the ones down to, because I got 2 that's a year old. And those two are starting to get to the point when I actually have to start smacking their hands about light sockets and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they look at me like you done got shocked by this and you want to go and mess with it again. Look right at me like this, like man, I'm telling you, man, I love having my grandkids, man, because I just think of all the stuff that I did, right? So now I'm getting it back. So, but it's funny to see them do little stuff that they do, though. Man. Seriously, I think this is one of my funnest times that I've had in a long time as far as having my grandkids. Now, I can't say much about my kids in general because they was hard headed.
Yeah.
I got my grandkids, but I shouldn't have got them like the way that I have them. So they get tired of me saying stuff to them about this and that. But you know what? I really don't care because I ain't telling you nothing wrong. When I tell you something wrong, then you don't have to listen.
That's right.
So yeah, but it's something to have 7 grandkids, especially like having them all at once. Man.
What's the experience like?
Well, like the 4th of July, I don't see nothing wrong with the holiday. I haven't seen anything where there's anything wrong with the holiday. People got reasons why they don't celebrate. But I mean, it's fun for me. I get them fireworks and stuff like that, But it's like when I get all of them together, all of them had a way of eating and stuff like that. Things that they want to do. Some of them they do together. But for the most part, man, it's fun having them, though. Seriously. It's nothing like having grandkids. I never knew because I got to the age that I have. I seen other people that had grandkids, but they didn't do stuff with them like that. But I understand the difference. Like my grandkids know the difference in what I'll allow them to do and what they can't do. But at the same time, when it comes to that, like they disrespect their parents and stuff like that, and I have to correct them on that. I mean, they called me 10 o'clock at night because they got names. Like I got my youngest grandson is I call him Baby J, but his name is Jaden. And then my princess King, Messiah. Dang, boy, I always beat the last two. Z and Zabria. So, but yeah, so it's one of those things to where like it's the shopping for their birthday and all that stuff. Because everybody wants this or somebody wants that, and I'm actually planning on like a family vacation coming up where I want to do something with all my grandkids. Some of them can't ride, so I want to get something where it accommodates all of them. But it's fun though, seriously.
Yeah, you can send them home.
I thank God I got them. Seriously. Yeah.
What's going on, fellas?
It's the same.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. It's the thing though, they grandmothers ain't the best when it comes to them. Because, I'll see my grand now one thing I will say about my boys, women don't have a chance around them. Trust me, I'd see it every time. Even the baby boy, my baby boy grandson. Oh man, never have a chance. And he knows. He don't try none of that stuff with me, but he'll do it with his grandmothers. Oh, that's cute. No, it's not. I get, man, I have to tell their grandmothers and stuff like that. I don't allow them to call them cute and stuff like that. They can only call my grandson handsome. They can call the girls cute, but they can't call boys that.
Amen. Amen.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, we ain't trying to have no glitch.
Huh?
So we ain't trying to have no glitch out here.
I can't.
What happened?
Yeah, I can't go with you on that one. I know it ain't a West thing. Yeah.
No, I'm
But
saying
yeah,
like
so
call a man, you should call
I
a
know
man.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. It's just when it comes to that way of putting it, I can't agree with it.
I be telling my
But
kids
yeah,
they ain't no sissies. Nope.
yeah,
Man up. Rub
yeah,
some dirt on it.
yeah.
Tell what's going on, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Hey,
Hey, tell me if y'all ever had this experience. Y'all ever was dealing with a woman and she was just mad disrespectful to her kids.
nope. I had
In
a
what
woman stab me
sense?
before. Though. I had a woman stab me.
No, like she be cussing out her kids in front of you.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't say.
F this,
Yeah.
B that,
Yep.
rainbow this,
Yep.
rainbow that.
I don't know about the rainbow thing, but the other stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, man. And then you try to sit there and deal with it cause you trying to, you're trying to get in the booth. But man, I had to get up out of there like, nah. It was that bad.
Yeah, rep word. So to say this, right? The word that you didn't want to say is actually it doesn't mean what everybody thinks it means. It actually means a cigarette.
Yes. Yeah.
Skittles? Oh, you talking about the frog word?
Yeah. That actually means cigarette.
Yeah, but in the ghettos they don't use it for cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. No, that was an insult. You would stop being That's what we used to say. Stop being what. That was the insult.
Yeah. Hey, so look, you could be like cigarette.
Yeah, right. Don't be a cigarette, right?
And you can still be saying the same thing, right?
For real. That's everything I would say.
That's what the original meaning of it was.
Oh, so where do people come up with this?
Yeah, it's a lot of words, man, that they change the meaning. When I'm talking to somebody, the words got meaning.
That was my first time hearing something like that. Cigarette?
Yeah, it does. Or
they used to say, "Give me a." They used to say, "Give me a." Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's what they used to say. Oh, it's a lot of words you'd be surprised that don't mean what they mean. Like, for instance, that's something a phobia don't even mean that. It was called heterophobia before that because it was fear of heterosexual men.
Yeah, and the word gay means happy.
Yeah, that's what that used to when I was a kid growing up.
Yep.
You had to use the other word to describe what you are, but now they added together to it.
Yeah, just like the rainbow. Well, that's what they churched up. That's how the devil does.
Yeah, you're right.
He takes a word that means something good and flips it on its head.
Because that's what he do. He's a pervert.
Yep, he is a pervert.
Yeah,
big time.
But it's another thing though. Like Thug, right?
Yeah.
Thugs were actually pirates, and they were far worse than what we think thugs were. You ever seen the Pirates of the Caribbean where they had Johnny Depp buried all the way up to his head?
Yeah.
That's what they used to do. When they would the men of the village, or when they were raiding the village as pirates, when they raid the village, that's what they do.
That? Oof! Imagine the ants. Just, ooh.
But no, they would cut their heads off to leave the body.
That noise.
Hey, Tony, you ever dealt with a woman that was mad disrespectful in front of her kids in front of you?
Say that one more time, sir.
You ever dealt with a woman that was mad disrespectful in front of her kids in front of you?
What's your classification of disrespectful?
Oh man, calling them names, cussing at them, get the F over here, get back B.
That's craziness.
Probably semi half and half. Half and half.
I had like the female you name,
and they always have multiple kids. They always have like 4 or 5 kids. They crazy, and they got
Yeah.
3 or 4 baby daddies.
I don't deal with that, man. I ain't never dealt with nothing like that. You know,
I
sometimes you got sometimes you got to check the temperature first, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, hey, that was a check. That's what I'm saying. I was checking. I checked the temperature, and that was the temperature. Her doing that, I'm like, oh no, I had to get up out of there.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Yeah, man.
No, when you talk about a female like that, one of them stabbed me in my back.
Then you know they say
a physical knife.
Yeah, he told that story before. Yeah, I remember it.
Good man, that be boy.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, I've had stuff thrown at me, but
see, if you actually have something happen, like everybody said that they're gonna hit a woman, till something like that happened, it was a natural reaction. Even the police said I should have did more than that to her, but I didn't. Oh, trust me. Next week after just for one.
Oh, she trying to stab you with a knife. She trying to stab you with a knife.
He said she
Hey, you did something wrong, and she thought you was doing something good.
I don't know.
I know. Trust me, I was doing. Listen, man. When I tell you, I did dirt to women. I did dirt to women. I was interested in the whole family. I started talking to the daughter, talk to the mama and the cousin.
Mr. Ham, my goodness. Now he's over here spoiling grandkids. Oh, wow, the tables have turned. He's over here painting pictures.
Hey, Jeremy, listen.
He's got
listen. Hey, Jeremy, but look, my oldest kids, right? They only like my son was born in May and my daughter was born in September. Of the same year.
Oh my, Mr. Ham. Oh my.
And that's not the bad part. They were both going to school together in the same class.
Goodness, Sam, you like, wow. Oh my.
And they didn't figure it out.
He went to both of their. They were in the same class, and he went to their parent teacher conferences together. Oh my.
Gino P, what's going on?
Man, these power naps have to work, man. Almost made me miss the broadcast.
Oh man, Gino, I thought I was the only one. I thought I felt old for a minute because I'd be taking them because this heat and this driving be killing me.
Nah, man. Yeah, I'm looking at a screen all day, so when my eyes get tired.
That's awful.
Tired. Yeah. So.
Yeah, hey, but my fault, Jennifer. You was talking. I'm sorry.
No, I was just about
I was great. I was telling Joe.
I was about to say the topic. Who got snuffed?
He said, "Who got snuffed?"
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna go back into the chat, man. I enjoy the show.
All right, Rebel.
Yeah. The dude went from over there at that weird place. When I was going to tell you, though. Yeah. Hey, like me, and I say this, and I'm not saying like me. I didn't sleep in the same bed from the time that I was 18 until I was 36.
Not for nothing, but that dude sounds like what's his face from Life. You go eat your cornbread.
Oh, the football player, yeah.
He sounds just like that guy.
I ain't gonna front. Yeah, my mom never snuffed me. But she smacked me in my mouth, stuff like that. Whooped me with the belt.
You got the chancleta, didn't you? You got the chancleta. I know you got the chancleta.
Yeah, I got the chancleta.
That's the
chancleta.
Hey, Gino P, that was just the walkthrough.
Yeah, but she never snuffed me though.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, hey, I tell you what, my nephew, my nephew, well, he wound up going to prison for well, he went from boys' school to prison. This dude, he wasn't tall as nothing, man, but he always stayed in the stuff. And this is my sister kids. And he wound up going to prison for making bombs and doing different little stuff like that from the people that he was running around with. Now, my nephews, oh yeah, I put my hands on them. Because they daddy and they mama just let them wild.
Bro, wild, man. That's the worst. Not for nothing, man. When the parents let their kids go wild,
Yeah. Yeah. Because remember the guy that killed himself? Their daddy, right?
Yeah.
Man, do you realize he went over there to discipline a man and they jumped him? The girl and the boys.
Oh my!
I'm laughing about it because I told him. I said, man, y'all let that stuff go. But hey, they thought long and hard about it with me.
I tell my son straight up. I'm gonna tell
you, they know. I didn't fight for it.
No. I tell my son straight up. I tell him, listen, this is what's gonna happen. If you ever put your hands on a woman, I'm putting you through a wall. Straight up, I'm putting you right through that wall.
Well, Jeremy, I have to say what happened to me. I said the same thing for years until that happened to me. Because it's women that are draw blood for real.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying. I tell my kid, you know that talk. You explain to him.
Yeah. Well, I'll say not willy nilly is what you say. And I get that, but it's girls out here. It's girls out here, man, that are treacherous, man. That'll try to trick these boys. That's why I say like these mothers don't realize like nowadays they got less to worry about with these girls than they do for these young boys. And I see this stuff, man. Like these girls are treacherous. If you look at some of this stuff on YouTube that these girls are doing to these boys, sometimes it happens to girls. It does, but it happens more to boys now. It's like this culture has turned to the point when they trying to make a young boys a dying breed.
They're trying to make them effeminate. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right up.
Not only I wasn't meaning that, but I'm just saying that's one of the things. But I'm trying to make them
limp-wristed, man.
Yeah, like the boy that just got killed. Yeah, but look, like the boy that just got killed, Fulio or whatever his name is. How do you entertain something like that? How do you do that?
I don't even know.
How do you do that? Yeah. Well, what I'm saying that the problem is, and matter of fact, this dude, he's an example of what happens to young boys that get pushed out there. Why would you do something like that to your son? Why?
Well, we got to look at the situation, right? Most of these kids, their mom is raising them dolly. The mom is raising them on the dolly, and there's a lot of men that don't want to step up, right? They don't want to raise a man, to raise a boy. You need a man to raise. You feel me?
Yep, you're right on that one.
He needs that. So there's only so much mommy could do. So
exactly.
The young boy Fulio, Lord have mercy on him, and condolences to his family and whatnot. But he was the money earner in the house. He was making money. So could his mother's I know my mother would have pulled me the first time he made the video in the little boy and them boys gravesite.
Oh man, what?
He was mocking them.
No.
Yeah, he went to the kids' gravesite. It was like 3 of them. He went to their gravesite and mocked them and laughed on, made the song laughing on how they died and such and such.
Wow.
The mother
and his God got him killed.
And the mother should have stepped in and but money, money.
That's why I said his God got him killed.
Money.
That's all it boils down to. Because here's the thing. The same thing I was talking when I was talking with my grandson, my stepson the other day. And I was telling him, we was talking about the WNBA versus the NBA. Now, okay, so they got a league. That league lose $10 million a year, and it's been losing since it started. Number one being, I'm not finna go nowhere and watch no games where ain't nobody dunking. Even if I did watch sports, which I don't like stuff like that. I don't like watching stuff like that. But
Man,
if I did,
you don't want to see highlights of John Havlicek and them fellas just throwing layups. I'm playing him.
Or the chick that got a double mastectomy.
What?
What?
Oh, girl, that was over there in prison in Russia.
Oh, yeah. What's her face? Griner, whatever her name is.
Yeah, Griner. Yeah. She got a double mastectomy. Come on, man. I'm not going to watch no mess like that. It's bad enough this men in the NBA dressing like women in dresses and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. Dennis Rodman did. I didn't care for him. He was a good, he was a good rebounder and all that, but I didn't like him because he was too feminine.
Yeah, he was something. That man was something special.
But at the end of the day, the sports ain't what they used to be. But no, we was having that kind of thing where the league is coming up. I said I can tell you this: I've never been to a WNBA game, and I would never go. There's no reason.
There's certain things you shouldn't have. That just leave it be. It's
okay.
No
sense. That would be like women football. Nah.
Well, let me say this. Shout out to the women in the WNBA. You heard? Because they play hard. They don't. Hard. They play hard.
You play hard when you can dunk. I believe you play hard when you can dunk.
Yo, Ham, one of them girls will cook you. You heard? Them girls.
But they can't dunk on me. I don't
know. They ain't cooking me. That's all I can say.
They'll shoot your eyes out, though.
I'll swat it back with the base. Not playing.
They can't dunk.
There's a girl named Caitlin Clarkson or something like that. She tough. She tough.
Again, they can't dunk.
Well, now Lisa Leslie did.
Lisa Leslie, Brittany Griner dunk.
Yep.
Notice what you say. Look, hey, y'all talking unicorns.
Hey, you done got me started, Ham. You talking about hoop now?
Yeah, but that ain't. So I don't call WNBA. I'm not saying women can't play basketball. I just wouldn't pay to watch it.
I get what you're saying. Like, I was watching this conversation with NBA players. They was actually talking to WNBA players. And they was telling them, they said the reason why nobody come to watch y'all is because it's boring.
It really is.
And they was like, and the women try to advocate. They try to advocate, and they said what Gino P said, like, we work hard and play hard, and I agree that the NBA players said the same thing. They said y'all do play hard, but the majority of the people that support them is the NBA players. If the NBA players didn't support them, they probably wouldn't get people to watch. It's not because they're not talented. Like, they is talented. I can't even say they not. They do got skills, but even like when I go, I don't see like no acrobatic layups, no acrobatic blocks. I don't see nobody. Like, when they do a layup, it's like the basic elementary layup, but it's like a push layup.
He said when you go with your right, go off the left foot. When you go with your left,
that's
go off the right foot.
That's it. So it's like it's not.
Take one step, push the pass.
You ain't gonna see nobody jump from the free throw line, shatter the backboard. You ain't gonna see none of that. You're gonna see some.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing.
Yeah, it's not the same as watching UFC women fight or box.
But I can go to a high school basketball boys game and be more entertained than at a WNBA game.
Listen, DJ. One player, tell me if I'm wrong, was underrated.
We gotta get
And
back
it's
on
white
topic,
chocolate.
man.
You said who was it?
White chocolate.
We gotta get back to topic. We gotta get back to topic.
All right.
Oh, yep. My bad, Tony. My bad, Tony.
It's all good, man. You know. I
Now
know how
I'll
to
tell
go.
you this,
We
right?
lose traction and stuff like that. And we get off topic.
I actually,
Yeah, you're gonna put next topic is who wants to play Tony one-on-one in basketball.
Nah, ain't no ball.
Hey, Tony run 3 miles, 4 miles a day. He ain't gonna be tired.
No, he's definitely not gonna be tired. That's for sure.
I ain't no ball player though, man.
yo, I actually out this.
You good on that?
You say you shoot like Shaq shoots free throws?
Hey, it's all good, man.
He Brick City. He Brick City. Yo, I'm gonna ask y'all a question though. Let me ask y'all a question.
Go
Back
for it.
on topic. All right. What y'all think PJ would say, right? If a member of First Church gave his son an eye jammy.
Oh, that would be it. He would go up one side of down the other for sure. And he'd be getting stretched as he's doing it.
He said, what will who say about it?
PJ. If a member of First Church would give their son an eye jammy,
You would have gave him the business.
Would have been I don't know because here's the thing. The picture says a lot, but nobody knows the details. Because we all could be wrong about that. He may have just his son may have raised up and found out he couldn't fight.
I was just gonna say that. Like when I was younger, as soon as I got taller than my mama, I stood up and she used to give me whoopings. As soon as I got taller than my mama, I thought I was hard. She sucked me in my stomach so hard, boy, I never did it again. I tower over my mama to this day, but I don't want no problems with that woman. I don't want no problems. No.
Because
but it wasn't to the point to where you get like a black eye or nothing like that. Even then, it was just to let you know, like, hey, you better know your boundaries. But like, it wasn't to the extent of what we just seen earlier.
See these videos nowadays where these old men, where some of these old men and I think a lot of times why these men get what they get from these young boys is because it's the fear that they have in them what's gonna happen. Like me, I ain't no way I was gonna raise my son and then be scared of him. For that matter, I wasn't gonna raise my nephews and them and then get older and I'm scared of them. Nah, bro, we gonna fight. Seriously. If you feel as if I'm gonna let you put your hands on me, trust me. Like I said, that's one thing I have to come up to. That right there. I ain't gonna let nobody put their hands on me. I'm sorry.
Now, it sounds like this church that Dowell runs, it's a lot of like abuse on the low.
Well, yeah, look at the women. Yeah,
it's like a lot of abuse on the low. You know, the women are treated like cattle, right? You can auction them off. You can auction them off. You can have as much as you want, as much as you could take care of, like cattle.
Get all you get and get all you can.
I imagine that if the husband slaps one, ain't no discipline, because we hear PJ teach on that. You know, how no one with the Holy Ghost, right? I guess he preached a couple of messages. People who come to church with the Holy Ghost trying to speak in tongues, but at home they loose what they had with their wife. And, you know, and how he condemns that. But it's like the opposite in Dowell's ministry. You know, he might never say nothing about Muir decking his son in the eye.
But you gotta remember, Gino, the main reason he ain't gonna say nothing because he's gonna be losing money if he speak on it, just like anybody else.
Yeah.
If I tell him something right, I might lose that income.
He the way he talks makes me like I see all just like aggressive, controlling, manipulative in his tone. He's very degrading too. You can hear it when he talks.
Yep. You remind me of my
Like
dad.
straight up degrading. Like not like he's trying to help you. Like you know how when PJ talks about it, you can hear the love in his voice, even though he's loud, but you can hear it. Like it's a different sound that comes out of him. Dowell sounds like he's degrading, and I don't know. He seems like a creep, straight up, like just a straight up in the closet Jim Jones freaky creep.
Yeah.
My man went back to Jim Jones, boy. Woo.
Yeah, he has those vibes. He has those creepy vibes of Jim Jones. Like just when you hear him talk, go back and watch Jim Jones, and then watch this dude and just listen to how they talk.
Like if you was to go there with a like the guy we spoke to, Dunbar, remember he said he went there with his wife.
Yeah.
And he was like down talking about him, right? To the wife behind his back, and
because he be trying, man, he's
trying to holler at all the, he'll holler at your wife.
He's like a loose dog on the street, just trying to get at everything.
He'll holler at your wife if your daughter is of age and very pretty. Watch out.
Yep.
So.
Brad probably got a problem. Like, I think PJ gave an analogy like what y'all saying, like a dog. That boy would take anything. If it fit him, let him take it. He'd take it.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Just imagine the spirits running wild in that place. For real. Just imagine.
And that auction, I remember the auction. Them girls looked sad, man. They were just looking down. They didn't raise their vision.
They were also probably terrified too.
I don't think it was that. Here's the problem. The problem with that is this: when you look at what Jim Jones did and David Koresh did, stuff like that, those people want to be there. Those women wanted to do that. When you look at that, you think about this.
I don't think all of them did. Some of them felt trapped because you could hear their interviews after. It wasn't all. Some of them felt trapped, and they didn't. Then they had their kids, and they were afraid for their kids and stuff. Some of them was deep like that. It wasn't just that they wanted to do the whole nasty orgy thing going on. No.
Yeah. But I'll say in my day, right? Back in the days, back when I was that other guy, man, I manipulated a lot of women, man. And I understand what they're doing. I see it. I know it. I seen the signs. I did a lot of that.
Yeah, but not using the word of God though.
Yeah, that's
no. I'm just saying they're not using the word of God. All they're doing is manipulation.
He's using the word of God.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying it's still manipulation. At the end of the day, that's what it is.
He's using the word of God to get some cheeks.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I'm still saying that that's what it is. Because to be honest, I could think back of some of the stuff that I said to women that I couldn't believe that they went for.
Yeah, but that's kind of different though, because they have a choice. They have a choice to say no. The way them girls was looking at the auction, it looked at like whoever gave the right price.
But they were also trapped too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like whoever gave the right price would have married that girl.
Them girls look like he got something probably on him. Like if you say something to somebody, this or that is gonna happen to this person or to that person, type stuff like that. So it's like even if they do think about trying to escape, you know what I mean? they got to worry about whoever or whatever they got on them.
Yeah, because exactly. Don't forget those dudes love weapons too.
He'll probably
Oh
give
yeah,
him
they do. They do.
probably give him a prophecy. You're gonna turn into, I don't know. You're gonna die if you leave here.
Probably, or you're going to go into this and that. Probably, or even I wouldn't even be surprised if he took him in the office while the guns are and kind of like did a subtle hint.
I'm just telling you, I can womanizers can recognize womanizers.
Well, it's clear. I'm not a womanizer, and
no.
I can see that. That's just plain as day.
Hey, Ham, I gotta agree with you though, like, because when I used to do it,
I'm gonna tell you, I didn't give no peace to no woman that I talked to. Didn't care if she was mad. Look, and will make her think she's the one that did something wrong.
Yep.
Be mad as I'll get out. I know I done did something wrong, and still make her think I ain't did nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm telling you what manipulation was. I did that from the time I started messing with females.
Man.
No, that Ham, it's crazy you said, because that's what I was taught growing up from the people I was around. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you make them feel bad type stuff, get in their head, make them think they're in the wrong type stuff, and then you flip it on them type stuff, and then they start thinking that they supposed to just like be obedient to you type stuff. And then I used to do that. And then I got older, and I'm like, bro, I'm an idiot, bro. I really did all this, bro. Like, you was an idiot.
It probably took me longer than it took you.
Ham said he was a seasoned vet.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't care what state I was.
Ham said he had the gold jacket.
No, look, I was so cold. I used to be so cold. I was 16, 17, man, knocking mamas, aunties, letting people like, hey, bro, how you get that car? I'm like, don't worry about it. Having them give me their checks, everything under the sun. More it's like, we're just talking, and then like everything under the sun, bro. And
I'm not laughing because it was right, man, but
it's because you look back on it and you like, that's crazy. Yeah, like now I'm here.
Yeah, I know. I'll be at a barbecue, and it'd be like 5 or 6 females that you done slept with there, and they did like
man. I done been there, done that, man. Like I done been there, man. And I didn't want to go out into a public place like the store or the mall, because I knew 9 out of 10 times I'm gonna see a woman that know me. I knew I was gonna see somebody that knew me.
See, that's where we differ, right? Because I didn't tell females that they were my girlfriends and stuff like that. My main thing was always friends. I would run into a female that I'd probably slept with like the day before, and I'll be with another female. Yeah, she'd be mad, but at the end of the day, I never told you was my woman.
No, like that's the game that like my cousins and them used to tell me. So like I grew up thinking it was right, you know what I mean? And then that's what I thought.
I know I was wrong.
See, look, I didn't know I was wrong until
stories about me though.
See, look, Ham, I didn't know I was wrong until I started running into married people. Like when I ran into married people, and then like married people would be like, I didn't know I was wrong because I didn't see no married people where I grew up at. I didn't see nobody at all, man, until like I would go to my grandma and grandpa house, and I thought they was playing a game or whatever where they just stayed with each other. And then I got older and I was like, oh, y'all been married? What the heck? Like, and then I started to learn. I'm like, bro, man.
Hey, here's the thing, though. My father was married for 55 years.
Woo!
So I didn't get it from my pops or nothing like that. My mother father was married for 55 years.
See, like my mom, she grew up like she was raised me and my 7 siblings by herself. My pops, he was locked up till I was 21, my entire life. So I ain't know him at all. You know what I mean? And then when he got out and kept doing the same thing, hopping a woman. And by that time, I've been off of that. Like I'm focused on trying to settle down and be right. Like I felt like an old man, and I'm 22.
Man, you make me feel old.
I'm 27 now, but at that time, like, hey Jeremy, like at that time, all the people they used to be like, "Bro, you old, man. Like you talking like an old man." I'm like, this stuff seemed boring to me, bro. Like, because I did it so much. I got to the point. It was like every woman, no matter what type of woman it was, I knew how to approach you. If you was standoffish, I knew how to approach you. If you was kind, soft voice, whatever it was, I knew what to say to you. So, and then I got to that point, I'm like, bro, it got to be something else, bro. Like, this is boring. Like, I don't even want to do this no more. I'm like, I got a lot of this woman, a lot of that woman, or hear this woman attitude, hear this, hear that. And then I got to the point where I'm like, bro, I just want to settle down, treat somebody right. Hopefully they treat me right. And then, like Brother Tony said,
hey, DJ, that's what I was telling you, though. I didn't lie to her.
Hey, I did both. I told the lie and the truth. I did both.
Man, that's what I always made clear. I didn't care if I was messing with a female.
Surely won't die.
About 3 or 4 months, I would still tell her that you just my friend. If she caught me talking to another female, I've already laid out this before we even start messing around.
Hey man, look. What did it for me was I ended up trying to do that same thing on a good woman, and I was so used to like doing the dumb stuff I was doing, I screwed it up. And like, I was like, hold on, bro, like that felt too good, bro. Like, hold on, what is that? I don't want to get with other women, boy. I like that. Then I start asking people about like committed relationships, marriages, and everything else. And then I've been stuck on that ever since. Then, yeah, boy, no.
Hey, trust me. When I got married, everybody was like, "What?"
Yep, same here. When I got married, everybody was like, "What the heck?" They're like, "Oh, you don't talk to such and such." I'm like, "Bro, I don't want to talk about none of that, bro. My wife, me and her, I'm not worried about none of that. I don't want to talk about none of that.
I don't have any conversations." They're like, "Nope."
Nope. I don't want to talk about none of that. I don't do that no more. No.
And the thing about it is, as I got older, it got easier because you know the job thing. Instead of me stealing when I was in the street selling dope, it was different. Now I ain't sell dope, but I got a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it was so hard. Two things that was hard for me to break. One was to break myself for being womanized. 2 is to stop cussing. Those were the 2 hardest things I had to do. The drinking and smoking was easy to stop.
Hey, that was simple for me. But me drinking and smoking wasn't hard at all because I used to just do it. The most of the time I do it is because I just try to make a woman be happy. I ain't gonna lie to you. It'll get her relaxed most of the time. And I knew it was a way to make things easier. I'm just keeping it real because there's women on here that's listening and they need to know this, bro. So it's like most of the time that's what I would do. You know what I mean? Like do that for them. I never really cared about it, man, like at all. So once I stopped, it wasn't like a struggle or none of that for me. For me, it was women, like chasing women and being with women. That's what was hard for me. And then I like got up when the Lord delivered me from that. I'm like, okay, cool, man. Like then it became I used to want to get into it with people. Like I very quick. So now I'm just like, hey man, I don't even want to argue with nobody, bro. Because 9 out of 10 times, if we fight, you gonna be upset because you get beat up, and then I'm gonna have to repent. And then if you do get beat up, you're gonna try to shoot me. It ain't even worth it, bro. Like I'm gonna just leave it alone, bro. Like I'm gonna just leave it alone.
How long your guys was married? How long you been married, Hap and DJ?
I've been married almost 3 years now.
That's what's up.
I've been almost a year. My first quote unquote supposed to been married. I divorced. She had a husband for me, so I divorced her. I started over. Had to go back to the drawing board. So that was a learning curve for me. So now I've been married. August will be a year.
Oh, that's wonderful, man. What about you, bro?
Not yet. Still waiting.
Why not?
Why not?
Hey, wait. Just wait, bro. Just wait.
I'm waiting, and plus I still have some type of like a type of trauma about it.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you
bro.
this about marriage. I'll tell you what I think about marriage is, right? You got somebody that's gonna always have your back, no matter what, even if nobody else does it, besides for God. You're gonna have somebody that's gonna always have your back, right? You know, you're not gonna always. You're gonna have that friend that you never had. See, people don't look at those things right there. They always look at what they could lose or this or that. You can think about none of that, right? Listen, I came up from the streets. I know what it is to lose and to gain. So I'm good.
I understand.
But yeah, it's just one of those things that having somebody like you don't have friends that you grew up with. You don't have people that you don't hung out with, this and that. But this is somebody that gonna be there, you know, you think and then no matter what. I mean, at least my wife is.
But for right now, I want to have a relationship with God first before I enter in that type of stage in my life, because I need this right now. So,
no, brother, you're right.
Even with somebody that I'm with now, I'm still at that part shacking up, but I cut off all physical things. So either she stay with me, she leave me, that's up to her. But I know I told her, hey, I want to see Christ first. I don't want to just marry somebody and I don't even have a relationship with God, because that's like everybody's issue right now, because it's like saying, how can you have a relationship with a woman if you can't have a relationship with God? So it's like,
right.
If I just go marry her because I want to please God, but at the same time, it's gonna make me feel guilty, because it's like, yo, I don't even have a relationship with the Father, and then I go marry. It's not gonna make me God. So it's like, I'd rather just have that relationship with God first, and then when I'm at where I need to be, I'll decide to get married. So it's like, that's where I'm at in my life right now.
Well, I will say this. Though, it's different for people that have messed around a lot, and I noticed that. Like people that have had, and I said this before, people that have had a lot of women, it ain't hard for them to settle down when they want to. Because at that point,
that's a two-edged sword, huh? That's a two-edged sword. Hold on, Ham. I said that's a two-edged sword because I know some people where it's easy. Like for me, it was easy. It wasn't really nothing to do at all. But like some people I know, like they still be having them desires and wants. Like, hey man, she ain't doing this or she ain't doing that, or I could find better, or I just still want this or want that. Like some people, but it's hard to kick that.
Have variety.
For some people,
again, I'm saying the variety part, right? The variety part, it's a big factor in people that's haven't had a lot of women, lot of women. See, the factor is this, right? You should always be able to say to yourself that what you have and what you haven't done as far as women are concerned. And if you say that you've been there in that position, there's nothing left for me to think about.
See, Ham, I would say that, bro.
I can't agree with that, Ham, because
maybe
for you, but I'm still in the zeal of maybe I have some type of evil spirit with me, but it's hard for me, bro. I had a lot of.
How old are you?
I'm 38. I've been doing this when I was 16 years old. I just got in the truth 2 years ago. 2 years ago, just got baptized. So yeah, I'll put it this way. I was the type of warmonger. Listen.
Well, you say that.
Listen. I was the type of warmonger that I will smash anything. Pretty, look good, make sure she just stick the right places. I'm gonna smash every night or every other night. I was the type of warmonger that was in the Bible, like flesh ruled me, and I lost a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's not just like that's the type of things I'm battling right now as we speak.
Well,
And that's the thing, that not everything is easy for everybody.
I stopped touching, but my mind plays.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Now I heard you, so let me ask you the question. How many women have you lied to? How many women have you told the truth to?
I never told a woman the truth. I didn't care. I just tell them I'm gonna smash.
That is the difference between me and you.
It's not a difference.
It is.
No, it's not.
You just said that you lied to him. You never told him the truth. Did you hear what I said that I did?
You smash a lot of women like I did.
No. You didn't hear what I said.
Ham. How much women you smash?
I'm not gonna tell you that, man.
Fellas, hold on.
Forget the
Hold
truth.
on,
I don't care about
going off the
it.
deep
Did you
end.
not have
We're going off the
fornication?
deep end.
Say it again.
You have fornication? Yes or no?
Have I had it?
Yes.
What you mean? Like how long ago?
Did you?
Yo, y'all bugging right now. You heard?
AD is past tense.
Y'all bugging.
Did you have fornication?
Y'all going off the deep end. Y'all going off the deep end.
Yeah, y'all down in Harlem right now. You heard? Y'all down in the ghetto.
No, I was saying to him that's the reason why it was easy for me to get married.
Yeah, I feel you.
And all I was saying to him is my question was how many women did you lie to? See, I didn't do that.
Nah, but you know, the brother said he not ready though.
I lied.
The brother said he not ready.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, everybody's walk has different struggles, right? And just because you may not struggle with something that was easy for you to overcome, doesn't make it.
Yeah, I don't think. I think about my wife. I think about my wife. I don't think about no other one. But listen, the same conversation
he don't have a wife.
Right. Yeah,
right?
I get it. No, I'm saying
not
the same conversation that I have with anybody else I have with my wife. I don't have no secrets from her. But of course, she knows about most of them.
So, like, the other thing is like I said, something for, like, alcohol was easy for me to just, the Lord healed me right away from it. That may not be the same for somebody else because certain strongholds are different. Some things grip you tighter than others. True. And that's why it's so hard to get over it. That you didn't, you just did it to do it, right? But regardless, I'm not going to go into depths about it, but
right.
The bottom line is everybody's struggles are different, yet there's still struggles, and it doesn't.
That's a fact.
We all have different, like, I don't struggle with cussing. Some people struggle with cussing. That don't make it, I can't sit there and be like, oh, that's easy. Well, you should have been done.
But you know what, Jeremy? You just said that. I just think about some of the things that came up after that I came to the truth of God, something like that. It's a lot of other things that I didn't even realize I had issues.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the word. It really hits you where you realize where you have problems. You know, we all have something, right? And this is the thing. If we all have something, hearing brothers and sisters overcoming certain things, this is why testimonies are great, is because we don't know who's dealing with what, and that can encourage them. That's what that should be. It should be uplifting and saying, hey, you know, the Lord is able. Stay there. You know, keep doing what you're doing and just keep pulling on the Lord and look at me. He delivered me. You know, this is what we should be doing with these experiences.
Exactly. Like,
he could deliver you, he could deliver me.
Correct. Exactly. And just because he hasn't delivered you yet doesn't mean he won't either. So let's get that straight. Because the Lord will deliver you in his time.
Not everybody's marriage material.
Correct.
Exactly. I probably not.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that. I was just saying that he should.
Like, I could speak
I don't want nobody to give me no type of advice of I should get married or don't. The only advice I should hear is
no. I wasn't. I was just saying that I think you should.
God should, God should be, no. God, listen to me. God is first.
Yeah.
God is first.
That's
Amen.
it.
Amen to
God is
that.
first.
Amen.
God is
And
first.
whatever happens, will
First.
happen. Amen, Father.
Like
Amen.
I
I'd rather
agree.
have the best
I
advice.
agree.
God is first.
I could speak for myself, and we could go back and topic.
I agree.
I've had the privilege of having great, wonderful, beautiful women in my life. The problem with me, I never knew how to love. I don't know how to love. I get tired in relationships. We could be a year, 2 years. I get tired. So now that I'm in holiness, trying to walk with the Lord, I don't want to bring that on no sister because I get tired of the same thing, you know. So I don't know. I didn't know how to love. I don't probably don't know how to love in a relationship. Yes, I have great relationships, wonderful women, but my love was somewhere else. My love was in the streets. My love was heroin. My love was selling heroin. I didn't care. So I got tired. I could skip, you know, end one relationship, go to another relationship because I got tired. So, but we could go back and topic though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
was
I
going
mean,
to say. I was going to say that's what I was going to say too about the topic. Well, I was about 16 years old, and it was a guy that I ran the streets with. A guy Charles I ran the streets with. We was in the streets running around and stuff like that, doing all the stuff that I told you that I did, right? So he met this girl. We were like walking up to the liquor store, right? And he talked to her, got her number and everything. They hung out a few times and everything like that. But see, here's the thing: her mother had this dude that she was messing with. It's a creepy dude, man. I didn't like him, man. So, but I was one of the dudes, like some younger dudes and stuff like that. That he told her mother that he didn't like me either. But it's weird, right? So I'm watching the news, and they stayed in an apartment, and I'm watching the news. It's about how they used to have like 6 o'clock news and stuff like that. So it goes on in this apartment building. One was on fire, right? But it happened to be the same apartment that the girl that he was talking to lived in, right? So what he had did was he had raped this girl, man, killed her, and stuck her in the closet, tried to burn her up. So yeah. So it was weird. I mean, she wasn't number like 17 years old. But I say that, I mean, as a form of a form of abuse, because you didn't want to get caught. You killed this girl and put her in the closet, tried to burn her up.
Man.
People
Yeah,
are blessed when they have kids, man. And there's certain people just do things to kids just like they don't make no sense. When you have kids, blessed thing.
you know what else I think it is with people is they don't realize or they're not ready to put themselves last. Because when you got kids, you go out with a lot of things for them.
Oh yeah.
A lot of things. And that's just because you want them to have better and you want them to do well and you just want to see them do well. It's not, you discipline them, of course, because you're not their friend, you're their parent. But you want to see, you don't want them to struggle. You don't want them to struggle. That's like the worst thing you could feel is them struggling or seeing them struggle. It's the worst feeling. So as a parent, you have to be ready to sacrifice. It's the same thing with marriage. You better be able to sacrifice. Otherwise, you know what? Don't even bother. Don't even bother. If you can't put yourself on the back burner for somebody at times, then you ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready to be a parent, and you ain't ready to be a husband or a wife, whichever one you're not ready because, and you need to put your pride to the side because speaking a lot of these things nowadays, these women don't want to be wives. They want to. The attitude has changed. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's not a good man on the face of the earth that's going to take that and be like, yeah, okay, no problem. You can do that. No, he's. If you've ever noticed, all of the men who are good, successful, their women play the women role. They don't play the man role.
Say that again.
The men who
I
are
agree
good
with you,
husbands
Kirby. That's true. That's true.
or successful, they will never allow the wife to play the husband's role.
Okay.
Ever. They're submissive. I don't care if it's a sinner or a saint, they're submissive. And that's
Yep.
because the natural order, that's how it's supposed to be. It's not male chauvinism. It's not that, I got my thumb on you and stuff. No. No good man is going to tolerate a woman that's going to be loud, dressed out like a skeezer.
Right.
No, foul mouth. You open your mouth and you start cussing, that's it. Done. It's a done deal. I wouldn't even entertain you because it's such a turnoff.
Right.
The
animals could get it right, but human.
Yeah, I can't. That's two things I couldn't stand. Even before I was in holiness, I couldn't stand a woman that cussed all the time or drank like a man.
Because the reason you don't want that is because you also have to think further down the line. This is the woman that I say I want to birth my children. Do I want my children in that environment? No. You're going to cause confusion for children, and you don't want to bring that on yourself, let alone your children.
Those are the victims always, man.
Correct, but people don't think like that, and that's the problem. You need to think further than yourself. You need to think outside. Yes, obviously, you're not just going to go into any old relationship. I mean, that goes without saying. But if they're going to be the material you want and you need in your life to make it good as a marriage, as a union together under God, remember, it's sacred. People forget that it's sacred. It's not just I'm doing it to have a ceremony, and that's no. This is a sacred bond. Yep. There's a reason why the scriptures say she is now flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. You are one. Everything she goes through, you go through. Everything you go through, she goes through. You guys are one, as in you guys are together in unity. It's special. It's not just this ceremony and ritualistic thing. No, it is sacred, and people have lost that, as well as a parent, a mother, or a father. Your duty is an extremely important duty, because what you teach your children is what they're going to go out and do. You have no excuse. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a dad. I don't give myself no excuses. If I better be 100% perfect every time. Otherwise, I need to check myself, because I don't have time to be imperfect. No, my child doesn't need that. My child or my children need to have a dad that's level-headed, caring, but yet you're not going to do what you want to do. And I'm also need to teach you what you need to know. And then we'll do some fun things in the process. Yes, because you can't just have, that's just unhealthy. But this is what's wrong with people. They get to have these children. They want to do the do, but they don't want the what happens after. They don't want the responsibility. So, what's up, brother?
No, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. No, what's up?
No, I'm saying, when you were speaking on that with the one flesh thing, right?
Yeah.
You said that it just came up, in my mind. You know how people always say they're looking for a miracle, and sometimes that when the husband and wife come in one flesh, it just popped up in my head. You know how when a wife get pregnant, sometimes the husband had the same symptoms as the wife. And it's like, you know what, that's like a miracle in itself, because that one flesh, it's like right in front of you. I never even noticed it till you just speak on that till now. That's like amazing to me.
Yeah. I'm glad that something good came out. I mean, it's important we get back to the reason why God, if you go back to the beginning, and everything is there in creation. When he created everything, you can get so many lessons out of just that one thing where he made man and woman, and then, they were keeping the garden together.
Yeah.
Together. They weren't divided. They were together on one accord. And they were in unity. And they worked together. And what happened when Eve fell? The husband went with her.
Yeah.
So what you do to and in front of each other, it has a greater effect than simply just, oh, I messed up. No, because if you go back to the garden, what was the consequences? They were kicked out of paradise, right? You can cause so much harm to one person by not thinking about having foresight and thinking ahead. Stop thinking in the moment and think ahead, because the moment will get you get caught up in the moment, and then you'll be blinded. Because that's what Eve was. She was blinded in the beginning. The devil gave her said something to her, and she saw that it was nice. So in the moment, she forgot what God said.
Yeah. Amen.
Now, you touched on Genesis.
Yeah.
And I went back to Genesis. And when I was reading, I don't know, when God made the light.
Yep.
Right? God made the light, made the darkness.
Yep.
But he didn't make the sun yet.
So which one is it?
He's talking about the one. It's one that he formed the light and made darkness.
Yeah. The sun wasn't made, but yet there was still light.
Yeah, because God was that light.
Yeah. So
Yep, he separated. He made the greater light day and the lesser light. The evening and the morning was the first day.
Right.
Then,
there wasn't no sun nor moon yet.
Yep. Yeah, he created the heaven and the earth first, and then it says, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
But no sun. He made the sun later.
So, yeah,
that's deep right there.
Yeah.
That's deep right there.
It goes back to Revelation, where there will be no need for the sun anymore, because God will be your light.
Just like what Jeremy said, he told you everything from the beginning, from script.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just opened my head too. Oh my God! It passed right over my head that when I said it. Yeah, that's a good one.
No, it smells real good. Trust me, but I got some burritos I'm gonna fix at home, and then me, I may forget to get to it, and then I'll be done picked up something that I didn't even eat. And trust me, man, it smells real good. I thought about that when I pulled up.
Chinese spot.
I like that because I
get revelation right there. That's deep right there. That's deep knowledge right there.
Oh no, thank you.
Where you at, General Kyle's?
He's doing Peter Cox.
That General
hey man, look, man, I'm delivering, man. Customers always offer me stuff. It was smelling good, but I got some stuff I'm fixing at home when I get home.
Licking his fingers.
Man, what you say? I thought I muted the mic too, man.
Hey fellas, I learned a lot from y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to do this stuff, man.
It's a pleasure. It's an honor, honestly, DJ. I love just being amongst the brethren and just talking about the scriptures, man. It's just as important for me as it is for you, and I enjoy it just as much, man. I really enjoy these conversations with you brothers. I do. The feeling's mutual, DJ, for sure.
Facts.
No, I got some burritos at home I'm fixing.
You gonna get Peter Cox hungry? He gonna come on here with that fake chicken. He gonna come with that fake chicken.
No, because I had fixed the meat and everything, girl. I ate some earlier. Some turkey and pork. Turkey and pork burrito.
You know what I was just looking at too? If you look at it, speaking on how they were one, right? If you look at Genesis 1:26, right? And it says, "And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness." Right? So he made man in his image, upright, doing the same work, which then you go back and you look at the order that is set in the church. That the head of the church is Christ, and the head of Christ is God, and then it's all in order, even from the beginning. God was always one. The man was right down after, right? In unity with the Lord. And then the man was able to guide the woman by the Spirit of the Lord guiding him. That's why it's so important. And this is why we see so many broken homes.
I see what you're saying. It's like basically the unity he
Yeah,
put
when you
down.
look at Genesis 1 and 2, though, the way that it's laid out in the first chapter and then explained in the second chapter, like he puts a little bit of detail in the first chapter, but then in the second chapter it's explained. Like when like you know in the first chapter when he talks about that he made man, let us make man. That's what he said in the first chapter. But then when you go to the second chapter, it says that the dust of the ground, and then he formed man. He said a cloud went up, and then he formed man. So he even in detail had to say what happened. Like he said, a cloud went up, then he formed man from the dust of the ground. Right. So it's like if you go back and forth, you compare first Genesis 1 to Genesis 2. You actually see like it's just like the book was not split up, but was like he intended it how it is, but just seeing the detail. But then when you go to Jasher, the later part of Genesis is explained in detail. And that's what's always that's why I've been stuck in. I keep saying it. I'm still in Jasher.
Yeah. But
every time I start reading, I find something else.
No, I was trying when I piggyback on what you say with the apostle, like you said in Genesis, how he made God, he structured God, and then man, woman, and then the children, and know, with the fowls and everything. Like the way he built it from from the start is like the same way what he do with the God, the apostle, prophets, and I'm like, I never seen it like that. And so when I'm thinking about it in my mind, how you say it, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense.
And think about what it was called that they were in. Paradise. In the beginning, they were in it perfectly. They had no sicknesses. They didn't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
It was perfect. And it was in its order. God, the man, the woman.
Yeah.
And
even if you think about
hold on, there was peace there. There was no division. You don't read where Eve was coming at Adam and Adam was coming at Eve, and there was nothing. It was pure peace.
Amen, amen.
So this is why families are torn apart, and this is why marriages are torn apart, because they don't understand. They're trying to rewrite what is already perfect. It's that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. And it's worked for how long?
Years.
It's been perfect for how long? Yeah. So if it's been, what is the need to try to fix it? Now you're going to have your, obviously you're going to have your, because they're obviously going to have your bad, relationships, because this is what people don't understand the Lord. And even if those that say they understand, they're not rooted in it too. So you have to be rooted in it in order to understand it, to truly act it out. This is why put what you said, Bob, putting God first, that's going to lead you to your success in that department, is because God is going to you're going to follow God. And if you follow God, if it is his will, he's going to put the perfect woman in your path.
Yeah,
so that's why what you said is perfect.
Yeah. Because I had to realize, even for me, and I'm like, man, and people will ask questions, and then you see Hebrew Israelites and other people in the world, and they're like, oh, white people doing this and black people this, and they put race into it and all this other stuff, and it just leads to one point.
Yeah.
And what the devil did, because we talked about this the other day, what the devil did from Jump Street when he deceived, the woman, he wanted man to fall.
Yeah.
That's his whole. It wasn't. yes, the mother, the first mother, she did what she did, but his whole agenda was man have to fall.
Yeah.
Because if man fall, the tree it's not saying because God is always going to be the root, but it's like
correct.
God, it made man is like an extension of him, like a root. So it's like if the devil cut him off from the root, then everything trickles down. It will be nothing left. That's his goal. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna come in all this different angle, and not to understand, man, I just went in the devil plan. I got caught off. I got cut off because he's the source. God is the source.
Yeah. And if you notice,
well, hey, after you, Jeremy, we gotta end this. We gotta end it, man.
All right.
End this, man.
All right, no worries, man. And you notice that when he's in the parable about the wheat and the tare, same thing. The tares are going to grow among the wheat, and he said not to uproot the wheat yet because it wasn't time yet. Time and patience is its season. You're going to have it around you. Long as you do exactly what that statement you said and you follow the Lord, you will go the right way and it will work out. Even though it may not feel like it at times, I can bear of a truth that I've felt that way sometimes where it's like, man, what first thing I do is I say, what did I do wrong? That's the first thing I look at myself and say, what did I do wrong? And then I evaluate it. And then sometimes it's just these things have to happen to work out my patience. So if long as you stay with him and keep him first, he's going to take care of you. He has never failed and he never will. So that's my encouragement to you is just stay with him, no matter how hard it may seem, no matter how difficult it may be, no matter how much you may think he's not there or why haven't I found this and why haven't I done that? Don't worry about all that. And don't worry about honestly, don't worry about, you should have been here. Nope, you're where you need to be. As long as God's got you and you're still with God, that's fine. That's perfect. You don't got to worry about it. You may take you more time to come up to certain things, but it also may take me more time to come up to things that you've overcome. This is the beauty of the church. We all struggle, but we all help one another, and that's the love of Christ. We don't look down upon each other for the wrongs that we do. Instead, we pray and uplift one another and help one another. That's the difference.
Cool, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. We got to close it out. You know what I mean? Right now. Definitely appreciate y'all for coming on, man. For sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. God bless.
God bless you, brother.
God bless. Y'all have a good night.
You too, Mr. Ham.
All right.
You too, man. Appreciate that.
All right, Jeremy and Bob T, Gino P, Brother Tony Harvin, and everybody else. Thank you guys. I hope y'all have a good night. God bless you, and I really learned a lot from you guys. I appreciate you guys.
God bless you, brother. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Brother Tony, again, for allowing us to come up here and just, have a regular old conversation. Thanks to all the brothers who come up here, DJ, Bob T, Mr. Ham, Gino, all the people in the chat. Thank you for taking this time out to spend with us when I'm sure there could be other things that you could be doing. God bless you all and peace.
You too, man. Appreciate that.
It was a smooth conversation tonight. The topic was abusing your son. Don't do it. If things get heated in the house, don't snuff your son. Don't give him a black eye. That's not the way. And want to shout out everyone in the chat, everyone who's tuning in, who's going to tune in later. Peace.
Appreciate that, man.
Tony, thank you always. Thank God for you. Everybody in the chat, thank you. And remember, put God first. And have a lovely night, man. Drive safe.
Thank you. You too. All right. This here was regular conversation number 114. Where we here talked about what's in the news with the minister over there at Straightway, which was Daniel Muir. I understand sometimes the topic can go, of course, and whatnot, and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Definitely appreciate everybody for coming on and whatnot. But It's early night. My original time destination when I first started this stuff was, 2 to 3 hours and whatnot. So we're trying to get back there as it was as before in the beginning. Appreciate everybody for coming on. Lord willing, we'll be back with more videos, more conversational videos and whatnot. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm not sure if the Truth of God is broadcasting tomorrow night. From, I believe they're in Oklahoma. The dates that I saw was Saturday and Sunday, but you never know. They might just come on live, unexpectedly. So I appreciate once again everybody for, checking out the videos, all the new subscribers coming to the channel and whatnot. It's a blessing, in general. Definitely got more material coming, more content, more videos and whatnot. It's a lot of work, but you know what I mean? It's all good. Shout out to all my moderators out there. Appreciate y'all, on this channel, and my other channel, for sure. Appreciate that, Nicole Martin. What's up to David B, Rebel Eric, John Smith, you know what I mean? And I wasn't, there's a question mark that I raised, if they got the man Daniel Muir in the newspaper. It was some type of suspicions that, the parents, his mother and father and whatever. That his mother and father, was suspected of abusing him, according to the grandmother. Of course, we got to wait for, evidence on that, 100% evidence, on that. But, if the grandmommy is, speculating that, and I believe she should have said something a little bit more earlier than now, because otherwise, it could have been some unaliving moment. In general, we hear about situations like that. In general, as far as like when parents abuse their children, you know what I mean? But of course, like I said, we gotta wait till 100% of the evidence to come out. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in once again. Tony Harvin signing off. May you all have a wonderful and blessed night. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to the Tony Harvin Network YouTube channel. If you like, hit that subscribe button listed right here. After you hit the subscribe button, if you want to receive all notifications of videos that come out on this YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and select all after you hit the notification bell.